What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into one of the most requested reviews analysis, so stick around, you don't want to miss this. But before we get into that, if you're considering a purchase, don't miss out on this incredible discount available right now. Check the description below and the pinned first comment. Now let's not delay any further and jump right into the details.
Now, let's hear directly from our first reviewer about their experience.
This reviewer comes from a professional background with decades of experience in high-end, enterprise-level Wi-Fi, so their standards for network performance are exceptionally high. The search for a new home Wi-Fi solution was driven by a simple, common need, something powerful that was also aesthetically pleasing enough to blend into home decor without looking like a piece of complex lab equipment. Our reviewer settled on this particular three-piece mesh system, drawn to its clean design and the inclusion of the latest Wi-Fi 6E technology. From the moment of unboxing, the experience was impressively smooth. The setup was guided by a simple mobile app and took only about 10 minutes from start to finish, including the strategic placement of the 2 additional nodes. The mesh network formed automatically and seamlessly. Within another 15 minutes, all of the household's dozen-plus devices were connected to the new, secure network. Beyond the easy installation, the physical design was a major win. Unlike the aggressive, antenna-laden routers often seen, this system features a sleek, unobtrusive design that doesn't scream for attention, fulfilling the requirement for a system that is easy on the eyes. Most importantly, the performance lived up to expectations. This client conducted tests throughout their home and found the signal to be consistently strong everywhere. Speeds were excellent, easily maxing out the internet provider's bandwidth. On devices compatible with the newer 6 GHz band, the connection speeds were exceptionally fast. After a couple of days of use, the verdict was clear. The entire household was satisfied, and the new network simply works, reliably and without fuss.
All right, let's find out what our next reviewer has to share.
This reviewer doesn't usually write reviews, but felt compelled to share their experience with this mesh system. They wanted to give both a quick overview and a more detailed perspective for those interested. Our reviewer had previously used a standard integrated Wi-Fi router access point and, like many, found that the coverage wasn't great throughout their home. That led them to consider a mesh system, which uses multiple units placed strategically to create more consistent coverage. The client found this Wi-Fi system incredibly easy to purchase, unpack, and set up. They were particularly impressed with how simple it was to download and use the iOS app by scanning a code. The app guided them smoothly through the entire setup process, from creating the Wi-Fi network name and password to placing the units in different areas of the house. Connecting devices to the closest unit was also a breeze. Having been a Linksys customer since the late 90s, this client has experience with other brands like D-Link, Motorola, and Netgear. After deciding to upgrade their home Wi-Fi, they did some research, narrowed their choices down to Google, Amazon, and Linksys, and ultimately chose this particular system based on price and features. Beyond the easy setup, the reviewer appreciated the system's elegant design. The units are aesthetically pleasing enough to blend in with the decor of different rooms. The power cords are also sufficiently long to reach nearby outlets. The mobile app's user interface is well designed and intuitive, which is a pleasant surprise given that Linksys is primarily a networking company rather than a software developer. The entire setup process took only about 20 minutes, broken into smaller chunks of time between updates and sections, with the app providing clear instructions and estimated completion times. In summary, our reviewer highly recommends this mesh system to anyone looking for comprehensive, reliable Wi-Fi coverage throughout their home. They believe it is one of the best options available, and that most users will be very satisfied with its performance.
Fantastic. Now, let's see what insights our next reviewer has to offer.
This reviewer has put several Wi-Fi mesh setups through their paces, from budget-friendly options to some pricier models, and wants to share their experience. According to our reviewer, this particular mesh system has been the top performer, offering the smoothest experience overall. Initially, this client was on the hunt for a Wi-Fi 6 mesh router. They tried out models from Google, Eero, Linksys, TP-Link, Netgear, Motorola, and Tenda. Eero initially won them over with its user-friendliness and integration with their Amazon Prime account, which unlocked extra features like enhanced parental controls. Range was also great, blanketing the home and yard. However, security camera connectivity proved to be sluggish, which ultimately led them to look elsewhere. Then they jumped to Wi-Fi 6E, which was a significant upgrade. Testing Eero, Google, Tenda, and TP-Link again, none quite checked all the boxes. The Linksys stood out, providing the necessary range to cover all cameras and extending to outdoor areas for streaming and gaming. Speed was a major plus, consistently delivering over 900 Mbps. While some other brands like Eero matched that speed, the Linksys provided consistently faster throughput to all devices, not just Wi-Fi 6 devices. This included smart home gadgets like Amazon Fire TVs and security cameras, resulting in quicker and smoother access to content. Finally, Linksys offers complementary, dependable parental controls, enabling custom schedules for different device groups for the children. So far, everything is working swimmingly, fast and stable. This client strongly recommends this mesh system, especially for those with gigabit internet connections or faster.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, hit like, subscribe, and let me know what you think in the comments. Catch you in the next one.